Hello everyone, Dangerous here, and for everybody that is interested in that execution form of gameplay, we actually have a pretty interesting match here for you guys. Again, it is me and Digo and his friend Darth, who is also my friend, obviously, but we are actually playing an execution game on Old Town against these guys for the third time. This is kind of the better of the gameplay, I guess you could say. We had a really good game on Rustling against them, but as far as that, these kids like to play the whole camp back and freaking just chill. They play pretty hard kind of thing. They try really hard and they do all kinds of stuff. On the Rustling game, they were actually humping, so it was kind of our goal to take care of this game type of thing. But this game has some actual key points that I want to basically upload to be able to bring up to you guys. There's not much that ends up going on around in this first round. We pretty much just roll over them. And, you know, that's kind of that type of thing. They don't really put up much of a fight. Later on throughout the games, they actually start to play a little bit more tactical and a little bit too tactical, if you ask me, kind of thing. They don't push when they should push, and ultimately I end up just taking complete advantage of that and winning the rounds because of those stuff like that. But this is the boom round, and this is when they actually start picking up on strategy and stuff like that. Terribly, personally, but you know, that guy, the fact that that guy wasted 2 flame grenades right there just on me alone, isn't that smart? Here I actually end up getting downed twice. I crawl over to this wall because the wall is way too wide for you to shoot over, and then let Cat revive me. And then from here, I pretty much just kind of take control with the boom shot.
This is all going so
I'm not sure how that did not kill that person because the boom was behind them. But, I mean, it's kind of whatever. I got rid of the meat shield. I got her to run away. And unfortunately now I am on a 2v1 with a person that I know has at least one more incendiary grenade left. And I'm trying to figure out if Bear's got a mustache. I can almost swear he does. But I think he's only got the soul patch thing. You gotta play this kind of a little bit hidden right here. This guy is all about that hammer burst, basically. He will not try and shotgun you down. I think he kind of knows he doesn't have a good shotgun kind of stuff, and or he's not comfortable with his shotgun enough to push. I'm not sure, but he is the majority of the time all about his hammer burst, as you can tell. And I actually end up getting torqued from behind right there. I didn't realize the guy was coming. Digo and Cat called it out, but unfortunately I was going on my hearing, and I was too far away to hear the torque charging up, so I did not pay any attention, and ultimately that lost me that round. What I could have done, what could have been better, is I could have went and pushed that guy just like I did. Instead of committing to the push, I could have just ran and picked up more boom, and then I would have had the chance to, I guess, boom the torque guy, or at least scare away the hammer burst guy, which would have been, you know, better in my favor type of thing. Little Digo with his frag tag and stuff.
Are you ready to fight this time?
So we're down 2-1. I am 3-2. Not really doing that great. I've had a couple of mistakes that I could have already fixed. One from that last round, and that was rushing the nades to the spot that I did. And then one from the round prior to that for basically not grabbing more boom shot kind of stuff. Right here I made the mistake of not realizing that Deagle had pushed. I pushed up with him just to make that stop kind of thing, to stop that guy from forcing him and getting it down. And then now we're just kind of taking point and realizing where they're at right now. Right here I make the smart decision to not push that one guy and trap myself in a corner, basically, because if I do end up getting the kill on that one person, there will be two people there and I will be trapped back there. At least that was my thought process. However, Cat calls out this person at Torque, and right there when I start moving is when she makes that call, and I just go and react on that. Get a nice little cheap kill kind of stuff. But, you know, in a 3v1 you kind of have to do what you have to, and it's all about that winning stuff. So, you know, he shouldn't have pushed. He should have, I guess, seen the ink coming, and probably would have been a different story for him if he would have realized that stuff. Here all I'm doing is just rotating around the map while they're calling out people, and picking up the inks in a succession type of thing. Ultimately, if you're kind of in a disadvantage like this, right here I would be getting a kill right here and then running down through Digger or through Boomshot and setting myself up for another ink grab. But they are both down there, so I am trying to stay as hidden as possible. That way that I can get these kills without them knowing exactly where I'm at for at least as long as I possibly can. A couple things to kind of note, guys, is if you realize that a team is actually playing quite competitive, you're going to have to make that adjustment also if you're going to want to win. That is if they are a good team and they know how to play it competitive. Playing competitive is completely different from running around and going like try hard mode type of thing. But I baited his ink out on that. But being competitive would be basically taking this kind of 1v1 right here and knowing that I have again an ink grenade and a boom shot to force a kill. I end up pushing. I should have fired that a little bit more to the right and I would have probably got the kill on that. But I believe one of them comes up behind me and I end up just getting a free boom. I'm not quite sure how this one ends up. But I think I ink him and I shotgun him. So right here I realized 20 seconds left. I have to make a push to something because right now it's going to either be win or the stalemate, and I don't remember which one it is for sure. This guy makes the bad push, and then he gets inked and shottied, and now I'm just waiting out the seconds.
You've held them off another day. That's something.
But for everybody, I apologize for the length of this video. It is quite a long video, but there is a lot of stuff that you can actually learn and a lot of patience that you can recognize and kind of interpret into your own game. So I ultimately was going to upload the Rustlung video also, but right now I'm just doing this one because the Rustlung video is also really long, but it's got the same kind of stuff. This one just has more of me clutching, and the Rustlung has more of my team clutching, so I'm going to show you guys that one also. But I really wanted to upload this one because it shows just the proper time to react to what your team's doing, and how just the amount of teamwork you can overcome stuff where you're trapped, and just choosing the proper areas to get trapped, quote unquote, and then being able to run out. Right there, I didn't think she was gonna get just melted. I thought she was gonna get downed, and I knew that I'd be able to get a shot like that off. But ultimately, she ended up getting completely melted instead of downed. But I still got the shot off, and we ended up getting the kill. But now we're back to a 2v2 with me and Digo, and Kat is being her awesome person, you know, her awesome call-out person, and giving us just play-by-play of what they're doing. She was ultimately the one that was really, really helpful in this game the most, because when she was dying, like, she had nothing but pure call-out, and that is actually quite effective, and that made it so much easier for me. When Digo was dead, he was also doing callouts, but for the most part, Kat was playing the more supportive role, and you know, you can only be thankful to have teammates like that that are willing to play that support role instead of, you know, running out there and just wanting kills all the time. Right before that Digger, she actually called out that he's got Digger and he's going to try and do it. Hence the movement and everything. So, you know, like I said, here I'm actually baiting the guy into Digo's nade that Digo placed. And now we're up to a 2v1 in our favor. This guy does the worst push in the world. I end up hitting him with that snipe, and then Digo downs him.
That's what I like to see. Carry on.
As you guys can kind of tell, the boom rounds are pretty easy to clutch because it's ink and boom. So right there, I'm surprised I didn't like just blow up my own ink kind of thing. But you know, it's the easier rounds to do. Here we had a really bad communication spot. I knew that guy did not run out, but they claim that he did run out. They are playing like 13 freaking Miras, so you know, you kind of, I don't really fault anybody for that one. And I believe they end up taking this round on us. My computer fell asleep because this freaking video is so long. But right here, you know, I'm calling out everything that I see on my ghost cam and giving directions so you guys can kind of note how to use a ghost cam, quote unquote. The only fault to that is that right there. I could not see the guy coming up behind Digo. I'm not quite sure what Kat was looking at. I don't really remember. I think she was looking at our teammate. I don't remember quite so much what was going on or what I'm doing right there. But I believe this guy ends up either clutching it or he draws it into a stalemate. And right here I'm just kind of checking messages. Checking my email, stuff like that. Oh, I take that back. We lose this round because of this mistake right here. A couple things that he could have done different. One, his ink was fine because he got that roll off. So that's that's all right. But wasting the boom shot on the actual bot, kind of not the best type of thing. And then after he missed the boom, he could have just easily ran through the fire. The bot is not going to trap him. So, it could have been something completely different, if that makes sense to you guys. He could have just forced it, ran back to boom, and forced it to go to pretty much a stalemate prior to the game ending type of thing. But, it's whatever. Right here we kind of realize that our teammate's not really doing much, so we're kind of talking about what we need to do and the adjustments we need to make. And you guys will see that I actually make a couple of adjustments, and I will fill you guys in on what I actually adjust.
I see one.
Here you note that I take in the actual, I go actually in between the column, and that allows for them not to be able to, I guess, whatever, ink me type of thing. And then now I'm just kind of baiting out this guy's flame grenades. I'm not really worrying too much about it. Kat called out that a person is bursting her from here. Then that guy flanks up behind. I end up taking right hand advantage, pushing the left with Digo. Realizing that guy was ran off completely, reload the boom, and then we just reset again.
Get me a weapon that works. I see one. Careful. Let's do it.
Hearing that one of them ran towards the actual flames, I call for Digo to pull back here because we don't really need top control. We have the boom shot. And from here, we kind of just make our adjustment, kind of like I was doing by myself, running, picking up smokes, or incense, my bad, and then using this time to just you know, get the feeling back, figure out what's going on, and give Kat some time to actually call out.
Incoming ink! Incoming flame! Enemy mark!
Dibs.
Revive me!
And as you can see, just take your time, be swift. You know, you want to be quick in a certain sense, but in all actuality, if I just keep missing shots right there, then I'm going to ultimately get boomed. That guy makes the wrong decision and runs up top
Real teamwork.
and gets just boom shot from the actual boom shot. But to make it, I mean, more fair, I guess you could call it, he should have ran down low. There's more cover down low, and it's harder to get a boom shot off. I have to get the boom shot off a whole bunch quicker. Instead of up top, you have that big gaping, just open area. And I don't have to worry about dodging anything like the crates or anything like that. I can just pull the actual shot off and just shoot, if that makes sense. It doesn't really matter about, you know, the trajectory and all that stuff like that as much as it does down low where there's an actual crate blocking where the door actually is from boom shot.
Got it.
Enemy spotted. How's that fish?
You're okay. Get moving.
Enemy spotted. This is the victory we need, but we can't stop until every
So
one of
here we
these
are on the actual last round. Do keep in note that I was 8-4, and because of my adjustments, I am now 13-4. I end up getting a couple of kills in here also, along with a. I think I clutched this round, but as you can tell, I am still taking the ink in, and then going and grabbing it. You know, right here, none of them wanted to grab boom shots, so I grabbed it out of hesitation, or not out of hesitation type of thing. I just grabbed it and kind of out of freaking out, dropped my shotgun, didn't realize that until a little bit later, and someone had already picked up the actual shotty ammo.
I needed ammo.
So I make a really good decision here in a little bit, and I will let you guys kind of know about what happens and why I made the decision. That guy completely faked me out right there. I don't know if he did it on purpose or what, but I don't think he did. And here I realize I have my hammer burst because I walked over the hammer burst ammo. And, you know, the last round I'm kind of screwed type of stuff. But pick up Boom, and then I make a really good adjustment here. Actually, prior to picking it up, apparently, I swap my Lance or Deagle's Lancer with my Hammer Burst and give him, you know, him the chance to be the up close shotty person, and then now I'm going to be transferring over to the support player. I want you guys to keep in mind that during this time it is all kinds of just constant communication between the three of us, allowing for pretty much our capability of pulling off this win, and it's just entirety basically. The whole reason we won this was because, one, we had good communication, and two, I was able to help us make the proper decisions and everything like that, and then ultimately I come out with being two people's nemesis, and we get a 5-4 win, and I end up going 16-4. So with all that being said, I hope you guys like it. I'm sorry for the long video again, but it did have a very good amount of communication and stuff you guys could pull away from it. And I will talk to you guys later.